I've always been passionate about travel. That's why I joined Flight Centre as a travel consultant. It's given me the opportunity to share my love of exploring new places. So let me share with you my travel diary. How do we make the most of our short time away in a foreign city? We're going to introduce you to the people you need to know, uncover hidden gems, and show you the insider hacks that'll make your whole travel experience an absolute breeze. In this series of the 48-hour destination, we're going to see, smell, taste, feel, and experience the most the city has to offer in 48 hours. Let's go. So, I'm off to Queenstown, where I'll be joined by Kat, a Flight Centre consultant based in Queenstown, who will show me the ins and outs of this beautiful destination. She'll be helping me make the most of my 48 hours here. So good to see you.
You too, how are you?
Yeah, really good, really good.
When was the last time you were in Queenstown?
When I was a little girl, actually. I've come here because I send so many of my clients here. I need to experience it for myself.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, for your clients, there's so much to see and do here. There's definitely things for the adrenaline junkies, but you've got beautiful wine, food, scenery, hiking. And on rainy days like this, there's still so much to do in Queenstown. So no matter the weather, there's something to do.
So I've set myself a mission to experience as much as I can in Queenstown in 48 hours.
I have seen your schedule. It looks incredible. There's actually a lot on there that I haven't done either, so I can't wait to experience it with you.
Awesome.
First up, I thought we'd get some food. So are you hungry?
Starving.
So excited. Hi Fleur, how are you?
Hi ladies, how are you?
This is Greer. She's just landed.
Greer.
Hi,
Lovely
Greer.
to meet you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Come on in. Go on.
I've heard a lot about the food scene of Queenstown. I thought the best way to start my adventure is here, at the famous Rata restaurant.
Rata, the name, is the iron-hearted tree of New Zealand and really is only found in the national park. So not many people actually know what a rata tree even looks like. And that comes to the menu, and everything that we've done inside is all about really from here south. So a lot of the produce that we source is from around this region. The rata tree from the flowers produces a really unique honey. So that's the rata honey, and we use that as well, from the rata blossoms.
Speaking of food, what would you recommend?
Wow, I've had to get the menu out because the menu at Rata changes pretty much every day. Tonight we've got some bluff octopus, which is just absolutely amazing, and it's with red peppers and a saffron aioli. Saffron whitebait. I don't know whether you've ever had whitebait.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like gold, really. Tonight we've got on as the fish is pan-fried blue cod, which is synonymous with the Southern Ocean.
Oh, that sounds so good.
The food and wine was delicious. It was really no surprise that the co-owner, Josh Emmett, is a Michelin-starred chef.
Wow. That is insane.
Absolutely. So tasty. The menu showcases a perfect balance of local ingredients and an impeccable cooking technique. The mix of fantastic food matched perfectly with local produced wine was such a lovely way to catch up with an old friend. As we chatted through the evening and finished our amazing meal, we decided to head into town for some cocktails and good music. We stopped at the Blue Canoe, a restaurant known for its art, culture, and friendly hospitality. Their hulu hut-style bar was the perfect spot for a cocktail or two. After a few drinks, we were ready for a good night's sleep, as we had a big day planned ahead. And as Kat had promised, even a surprise?
Morning. Hello. How are you? Good, how are you?
All right.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Off to the airport, please.
What?
Yeah, I got a surprise for you.
En route to the airport, my thoughts were filled with possibilities. I knew it meant we were taking off again. But how? And to where?
Hey, Brett, how are you?
Hi, Katrina. Good, thank you. Nice to see you.
This is my friend Gresh.
Hi,
From Brisbane.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Very excited.
Beautiful day out there today, so we'll have a briefing and then we'll get into it.
Cool, that sounds great.
Come with me.
Hey.
I was overwhelmed with emotion, excitement, nerves. I'd never been in a helicopter before.
Oh my goodness.
We're trekking out to the northwest at the moment, and the first part of the flight will be climbing over the high country up into the mountains behind Queenstown, out to the west toward Fiordland and then on to Milford Sound.
What a way to discover Queenstown. As the postcard views of snow-capped mountains were revealed, any fear I had was replaced with absolute awe. Then I spotted a stunning glacial lake. Little did I know, this was actually our first stop.
Okay, welcome to Lake Erskine. Come on down, we'll have a look at the lake.
It is beautiful.
So this valley would have been carved by glaciers during the ice ages. You've got some of the purest water in the world here in Lake Erskine.
Can we have a sip?
You can have a sip. Beautiful.
Cold.
It is chilled to perfection.
It's good. I know. Definitely fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we move on to the next location?
Yeah, sounds good.
Right, we've got something special prepared there.
After Brad mentioned he had something special to show us, I couldn't imagine what could top drinking fresh water from one of the world's most remote lakes. But I flew on with an open mind.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Shampoos.
wouldn't be a glacier landing if you had a bit of champagne, I reckon. There you go, bit of altitude on that one.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, you're welcome.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Drinking champagne at the top of a glacier? Yeah, that could top it.
Thank you so much for that, Brad. That was
You're
incredible.
welcome. A pleasure. Pleasure to have you aboard and show you our playground out here.
Thank you. How long have you been doing this for?
I've been flying about 12 years total.
Wow.
Been here in the Queenstown and Fjordland area for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And Over the Top's been operating for 30 years this year. So it's actually our 30th birthday year.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, thank you.
Guess who's on top of a glacier?
So what do you have planned next?
We are taking Greer to Fergburger to fill up, and
Oh, yeah.
then we are on to the
Yum.
next adventure.
Can't wait.
Perfect.
What an absolutely stunning and surreal experience. Next, Kat's taking me to another Queenstown must, Fergburger. Time to check out what the hype is all about. Fergburger is a tourist attraction in itself, a burger restaurant open 21 hours a day, famous for its gourmet burgers that are as big as they are delicious. Okay, now that was a burger. Amazing! So now it's time for an action-packed afternoon of Queenstown adventure. Taking the steepest gondola in the Southern Hemisphere to the top of Bob's Peak awaits the best views of Queenstown. But as they say, what goes up must come down. So racing down the mountain with Kat was so much fun. That was one for the bucket list. I think I may need a minute to catch my breath. And it looks like our next adventure is set to capture my heart.
Hey Blair, how have you
Hey
been?
Katrina, how you going? You well?
Good. This is Greer.
Greer, nice
Hey, Greer.
to meet you.
Blair from Queenstown Photography Tours.
Cool, awesome.
Ready to come and take some photographs?
Yes.
Can't
Okay,
wait.
fantastic. Rightio. We're heading off to a place named Skipper's Canyon.
Yeah.
It's about 15 minutes from central Queenstown.
Now, why Skipper's Canyon?
Skipper's Canyon is just one of a kind. When you've experienced it, it just completely blows your mind away.
Travelling and photography go hand in hand. I've always wanted to learn how to take that perfect picture.
Okay, so what we'll get you to do is just get you to get used to the camera, just looking through the viewfinder a bit there and just bringing it up to your face.
Any tips, tricks?
Think about your photo before you take it.
Okay.
Yeah, think about why you want to take the photograph. Right, just jump back into the car and we'll go to our next location.
Driving through Skipper's Canyon, watching the ever-changing scenery go by. I could have taken a million photos. Blair took this to a whole new level when we arrived at our final destination.
This is my favourite location of the whole of Skipper's Canyon.
Wow.
So
cool.
come on over here.
Cool.
For landscape photography, around the f11 mark, it gives you a nice depth of field and makes sure everything's nice and sharp in the photograph.
So, how long have you been running these tours?
Started these tours about 3 years ago.
Yep.
And really enjoy it. I mean, I get to show tourists this part of the world. I mean, there's fantastic scenery all day, every day.
Yeah.
And I enjoy every minute of it. And yeah, if you enjoy your job, you don't work a day in your life.
Absolutely.
Well, it's pretty spectacular. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, this has been incredible.
I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it. I'm really glad you have enjoyed it, guys. It's been my pleasure to bring you out here.
Not bad, hey? Well, I said I needed to catch my breath, but now I am absolutely breathless. What a gorgeous afternoon. I think it's about time for a drink.
Hi, Greg. How are you?
Hi, Katrina. Nice to see you again. How are you?
Hey,
Nice to meet.
this is
Hi, Greer. Nice to meet you. How are you?
you.
Welcome to Wet Jacket Wines.
Well, they changed a bit.
Well, it does that down here at these latitudes, but it could be blue sky in the next half hour. So we always got umbrellas and sunblock at the ready. So
Cool, yeah.
Fantastic.
welcome. Come on in.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Welcome to the Wet Jacket Woolshed.
Wow, incredible.
Different.
Yeah, so it's a really old historic building. This part's around about 100 years old.
Yeah.
When you walk in, you can actually see that it was actually, until recently, a historic acting woolshed. So
Yeah.
I like the
bird poo.
bird poo.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
And I mean, you've still got the wool, you've still got...
And the smell.
And the smell, yeah.
The smell stays in here. It doesn't go through to the wine tasting part. So, so when it comes through, we'll have a look at the next part of the woolshed.
Yeah,
Welcome.
great.
Good.
Welcome.
Hey.
Thank you.
So we'll start off with the Wet Jacket 2016 Rosé.
Yum.
Really like this style of wine. It's got that lovely sort of light peachy salmony colour. But it's just it's got that lovely sort of vibrancy about it as well. Almost like a freshly cut watermelon.
I was just about to
It's
say it's very
delicious.
fresh.
Yeah, it is. So this is the 2014 Wet Jacket Pinot Noir. I've had it in the bottle for about 16 months before I released it, so that really helps with the Pinot Noir sort of getting back into harmony with themselves.
I love these glasses. Look at that swirl.
Well, these are a special glass that's been made by the Riedel Pinot Noir specifically.
Yep, definitely my
It's
favourite.
really smooth. It's beautiful.
So Greg, tell me a little bit about Wet Jacket. Where to get its name, a little bit of history.
Well, yeah, it's actually, the name Wet Jacket's got nothing to do with grape growing or winemaking, funnily enough. It's actually an area in Fiordland, and there's one part down there in between, near a place called Dusky Sound, that Captain Cook went to. One of the boats came back and the sailors in the boat were very wet after a Fiordland storm and had wet jackets. So he said, well, where have you been? And up there. So he said, we'll call it Wet Jacket Arm. So I was just down there one day on the boat trying to think of a name for this new little wine venture, and it just sort of stuck as a quite a distinctive name. And it really fitted the idea of the woolshed, because this woolshed is old and historical,
It is.
much like the Wet Jacket brand.
Do you have a hidden gem of Queenstown?
The one gem I'd really say is Wet Jacket.
Wet
Salvador.
Jacket.
Yeah.
It is.
As the fire crackled away and we sipped the rest of our Pinot, relaxing into the couch, I couldn't think of a better way to wrap up the day. Well, tomorrow is an early start, as I'm going to explore the natural surrounds of this town on foot.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good to see you.
You too. I've got my friend Pam outside.
Cool.
We're just off on a walk.
Fantastic.
Hi Pam. How are you?
Good morning. Hi, Greer. Lovely to meet you.
How are you? Welcome to Bob's Cove, girls.
Thank you.
Great.
The fresh air, the warm sun, and a friendly face guided Kat and myself along the water's edge of Lake Wakatipu. Amazing.
So we're actually on the bridle trail here, so we used to go from Queenstown all the way to Glenorchy.
Oh wow.
So we'll stop here and have a little look at the view there. This is Lake Wakatipu.
Yep.
Very, very deep lake, very, very cold as well.
Gorgeous.
Well, that lovely blue colour actually comes from the silica that's been washed down from the dark river from the head of the lake. Oh, hang on. I can hear Kiruru up there. There he is, up there on the branch. That's our native pigeon up there. It's the largest pigeon in the world. Wow.
There is something breathtaking about seeing one of New Zealand's largest lakes lapping at your feet. We decided to sit down for a moment and take it all in.
It was a great walk, isn't it?
That was absolutely beautiful, and the weather's definitely turned out for us.
Yeah, it is. It's lovely here. It's one of my favourite spots here at Bob's Cove.
I can imagine. How come?
Oh, I think it's just you get to see so much. And then there's quite a bit of history tied up with it as well. In a really short space, you've got a huge amount of variety of wildlife and fauna and flora. It's just great.
Cheers. Thank you, Pam.
Cheers. Cheers.
I could have sat and watched the world go by all afternoon with Pam and that hot cup of tea. But I only have 48 hours and time is ticking. So I sense a change of pace.
This is what we're going on. Yeah. Hey, Donald, how are you? Long time
good to
no
see
see.
you. Yeah.
This is Korea.
Korea, lovely to meet you.
Kia ora, welcome to Shot Overjet.
Very nervous. Very excited though. How fast are we going on
Oh, we'll do about 90 k's an hour down the river.
Looking at the turquoise-coloured water whilst Donald whipped the jet boat into position. It hit me that 90 kilometres an hour through a narrow gorge with shallow waters isn't for the faint-hearted. But I'm here to experience everything, and this is a must-do.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Thanks for coming out. I'm glad you had a great time.
How did someone come up with the idea? This is insane.
So back in the day, roughly 50 years ago, this was a scenic trip. They were small plywood wooden boats looking at the scenery. One lady came 2 years in a row, and the second year she came and said to the driver, look, last year you were a lot closer to the rocks and it was a lot more fun. Why aren't you doing that anymore? And the driver decided they were slowly going to morph it into the thrill-based thing that it is now.
And what do you love so much about the shot over?
Just the tight canyons, the amazing river, the scenery, and of course driving the boats.
Exactly.
That was exhilarating. I don't know how we drove so fast and so close to those rocks. Amazing. My next adventure is taking me to new heights. Queenstown is bringing out my inner adrenaline junkie.
Now, ladies.
Thank you. Woo. Wow.
Look what we've got in store for you.
This is exhilarating.
Add one mountain, a helmet, and what seems to be an oversized kite. And what do you get?
Paragliding. Fantastic.
And that'll be you running down there and landing way down there in the distance. Looking forward to it?
A little bit nervous.
So that's you.
So I have to keep running.
You're in the front, so run, and then see how he's behind.
Hi, I'm Gria. Nice to meet you.
How you feeling?
Yeah, nervous. That was incredible.
Would you do it again?
Yes,
Yeah?
definitely. And you need to try it next time.
I will.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
You're
jumping off a
welcome.
mountain with me and listening to me scream.
It was good to hear your scream. The first screamer for the day.
What a mind-blowing experience. I may have been nervous at first, but now I can't wait to do it again. As my 48 hours in Queenstown comes to an end, it's time to look back at what was an incredible trip in such a wonderful part of the world.
I thought we'd bring you here for the last leg of the trip, show you a bit of rural New Zealand and
I can
the lambs.
I can tell. Look at them all running.
Aren't they gorgeous? Yeah, I just thought it'd be a cool way to end an action-packed 48 hours.
Yeah, well, it's a true New Zealand. We've got our little sheep everywhere.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
What was your most memorable experience?
I honestly think the helicopter, just because that was an experience that I never thought that I would have been able to do.
Yeah.
And it was just incredible, like landing on a glacier, having some champagne, like
8,000 feet in the air.
exactly.
Who
And
can
you?
top that? I reckon shot over jet.
Yeah?
I loved it. It was just so exhilarating, and we had Donald, who was an awesome driver.
Yeah.
I felt really safe, but yeah, I just thought we had so much fun.
This one.
Oh,
Honestly, like, I can't thank you enough for the experience that I've had so far. Like, it's been absolutely incredible. And especially topping it off with this.
well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Well, there it is. My 48 hours in Queenstown. Breathtaking. If you'd like to know more about my 48 hours in Queenstown, head to flightcentre.com.au/48 hour. If you're looking to design your next holiday, our passionate Flight Centre travel consultants can help you plan and book your time away. Visit us in store, go online, download our app, or call 131 600.